have a tendency to indulge when the food platters and hors d'oeuvre trays are passed around. I know I do. Here with some healthy options, please welcome holistic nutritionist Andrea Donsky. The good. We're going to talk about maybe the stuff that's a little bit questionable and maybe do some comparisons so we know what we're actually putting into our mouth.
That's right. So we're going to start with appetizers.
Let's do it.
It's a good place to start.
Yes.
Puff pastries. People love puff pastries.
Absolutely.
Now, the thing with puff pastries is they can have hydrogenated oils, which are trans fats, so not always so good. So look, when you're shopping, look for options that have cleaner labels. But even if they have cleaner labels, for example, this is a cleaner label brand.
This is.
They can, yes.
Okay.
It can still be fried, which means that it still has a lot of calories and fat. So it's something to be mindful of if that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Or looking to avoid.
Yeah.
So for example, this one of these has 130 calories. So how many would you eat at a party?
One of these?
One of those with this sauce, 130. I mean, I could eat 6 to 7 of them easily.
I'm having, yes.
Easily,
yes.
right?
I'm so happy you said it because
Easily.
I was like 6 to 7. Yeah, I could have
6 to 7.
They're 130 calories each.
So which means we're eating about 910 calories just on those, which is half of our recommended daily caloric intake, which is a lot.
Yes,
and
you've done a bit of a comparison.
I
so
have.
These two here
equal the same amount of calories and fat as that cupcake.
So these two are the same as eating a cupcake, guys. And often we would think to ourselves, well, at least I'm not eating a cupcake.
You kind of are.
You kind of are when it comes to the sugar and the fat, right?
So these I made myself. So these are my version of a puff pastry. I know, I was very excited. I tried it on the weekend. And I was able to do it, but again, keep in mind there's a lot of butter. Right. So again, if you're trying to avoid the fat, there's still a lot of butter in it.
Okay.
But at least you can control what goes into it, right?
Totally. It might be a little bit better for you. I want to talk a little bit about sliders because when these get passed around at a party, I'm chasing the guy that has these on the tray. I want the sliders.
They're delicious, right?
They're so good.
Now I'm going to pass it back to you. How many sliders would you eat at a party?
Probably 4.
Which is sounds right.
Normal.
I mean, that's probably I can probably maybe even do 5. I mean, depending on how hungry I am, right?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do 6.
Right? I mean, okay.
Yeah.
So 2.5 sliders equal 1 hamburger. So if you're eating 4, that's almost 2 hamburgers. So just keep that in mind.
Really?
Right. So again, it's about if you're portion control. If you're trying to be mindful of what we're eating, just keep that in mind.
We should have talked about this for the Halloween candy. I'm like, does 17 Kit Kat equal 1 Kit Kat? It's like, you're probably up to like 3 Kit Kats now.
That's hilarious.
Okay, let's talk about these. These are probably good alternatives.
Yeah, of course. Raw veggies are amazing, and the dips are where we really want to be mindful. So if you're serving. You're having a party and you're serving the dips, go for like a guacamole, go for a salsa, or an eggplant dip. I made that, and it is so delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, so then again, you know what's going inside it, and it's a healthier option.
Really good. Yeah. Okay, think about your dips, and fill up on this stuff is another tip that we often use so that you want less of this stuff.
Exactly.
Fill up on the
fiber,
veggies.
exactly, which is great.
And throw in some bad with the good, it's all right. Can we talk now about alcohol? You're going to the cocktail party. You want to start thinking about maybe what you're consuming.
Right, so festive drinks have a lot of calories and a lot of sugar.
Yes.
So if you want to avoid all of that extra sugar, opt for a hard liquor, like a gin or a vodka.
Versus a wine.
Versus a wine, exactly, because it'll have less carbs. But again, if you're trying from a weight standpoint, it'll slow down the fat burning process. So again, just to be mindful as we're drinking, and drinking lots of water, of course, if you're going to be, consuming your alcohol.
Totally. And this is just about sugar. This is just about consuming sugar.
Yeah,
this is not. I mean, it's not going to keep you skinny if you keep having hard liquor.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. But it's just if you're trying to cut down your sugar.
Exactly.
I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Exactly.
Just vodka shots.
Exactly. Vodka and carrots. I love it. So this is a new brand of vodka called Zerkova. And it's an ultra premium brand. Okay. So what's great about it is they have 2 different options. They've got Vodka 1, which is really good as a sipping vodka, so for your martinis.
Ooh, okay.
And they've got their Zerkova 1 and their Zerkova Together. Okay. So I'm going to have you try this. Their Zerkova Together is meant to be vodka? Did.
Wow, it's not what she usually brings for me, trust me.
I stick to the healthy stuff usually. So their Zerkova Together is meant to be used as a mixer with mixers because it enhances the flavor of the mixers. So they've got 2 different options. There's Zerkova 1 and there's Zerkova Together. And then depending on how you want to drink it, these are really great options.
Very nice. Okay, let's move over to potatoes.
Yes, a favorite around the holidays.
Absolutely, always.
Now, I love potatoes, but if you want to kick it up a notch, you can switch your regular potatoes for your sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Now, the reason I love sweet potatoes is they're high in beta-carotene, which converts to vitamin A in the body, great for our eyes. They're also full of vitamins and minerals like B and C and iron. Yes. Which is great. So you can do your roasted sweet potatoes, your mashed, or check this out. This is a purple sweet potato.
It's beautiful.
That is the color of the actual potato, which is amazing. So it has all the goodness of a sweet potato, of a regular one, but it also has anthocyanins. We talked about anthocyanins in our anti-aging segment. It actually helps with anti-aging, it helps with reducing inflammation, and it's antiviral. So a really great option if you want to kick up that nutrition.
Okay, they sold. I heard it. They're going to look for those purple potatoes.
Okay, cranberry sauce.
Yes.
Now, cranberry sauce, when you buy it in cans, it actually has high fructose corn syrup in it, or glucose fructose.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so again, one of the things that we could do is we can make it ourselves. This is really easy to do. It takes about 10 minutes.
Okay.
It literally is orange juice, a little bit of a sweetener. I used xylitol because I didn't want to use sugar because the orange juice is pretty sweet on its own.
Yes.
Then you add in your cranberries, wait about 10 minutes till they pop.
Yes.
Mix it until they're nice and mushy, and literally remove it from the heat, and it starts to thicken, and that's what it looks like. So easy to do.
You're done.
And 10 minutes.
That's
like
easy.
literally 10 minutes. So you don't have to buy the canned stuff, especially when it has bad ingredients.
Right. Okay, that's good. Good little tip there. And then when it comes to the meals that you're eating, your big advice for us is to try and stay plant-based.
Right, so many of us are trying to avoid animal protein, or at least cut down on it, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, environmental or just personal reasons, for health reasons. So there's so many great plant-based options these days. So have something for everybody.
Yes.
You know, you can make your dishes, your rice dish. You can make a lentil spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can do your noodle, your veggie pad thai, or even a chickpea falafel. So there's so many great options that you can choose from. So you can have the animal-based and your plant-based at the same time.
Thank you so
Everybody's
much
happy.
for bringing me some hard liquor.
You're welcome.